All right, I'm on my way to church. This is the bathroom. I'm trying to see if I want to go to McDonald's and get a Mac chicken for little or nothing, or whether I want to go and get me a meal. But I know I'm going to stop by the church first and go to the bathroom. But I'm trying to see if I want to get from this side, because if it's from this side, then I want McDonald's, I have to go to this side. If I want if I want to go to White Castles, McDonald's, Wendy's, Dunkin' Donuts is on this side, on the Atlantic Avenue side. If I want to go to the Spanish store, they got one on Liberty, and they got one on Pickett Avenue. I gotta taste for some blonde fish, but you know that's something that they, I guess they gotta be in the mood to cook it, cause you don't find it too much in the Spanish store. So I'm on my way. So we got some good news. Mary said that the antibiotics is starting to work. They can see that it's working. So she said something about the numbers was 2,800 and now it's 1,800. So I asked her, I said, what those numbers mean? She said she's not sure. She said she think it was the cells. So I think what happens is that when you get an infection, that causes your cells to fight more, and they have to, I guess they go up. I guess. But I told her to find out what that's about. So I'm trying to see if I think I'm gonna go to Spanish. I'll sit down and eat something. It's only 20 minutes after 5, right? Is that 5? I don't know what to do with this light, man. This light is crazy. So I'm gonna wait till they go and then I'll go. Cause I ain't going out there. So yeah, I think that got some. Oh, look at this cop man he just turned right in the middle of traffic. Somebody was speeding, they would have hit him. Oh, I forgot. It's because he is what? Police. His car says New York City Police Department, so he's able to just turn in the middle of traffic and cause an accident. I tell you, you're still supposed to be a safe driver, regardless of a title. It's like church. You're still supposed to do what's right, regardless of the fact that you are a bishop or a pastor or elder or evangelist. Well, just like I said, I prayed and I decreed But there's another word. You waiting for that light. He said, bump that. I'm taking this turn. I don't know what he's supposed to turn in now. Me, I would have went straight. They don't have no sign here that says don't turn. So, I said, wait, there was a way I said it. I said, something in decreeing that she's not going to have to do no surgery. Ain't gonna be no surgery. And the whole thing was that they was gonna cut her. You know, surgery is when they open you up. So they were gonna open her up just to see what was going on in the stomach. You know? And I guess that was because she was still having pain and that she was still bleeding. But the antibiotics is supposed to fight the infection so that it can stop the cause of the bleeding and stop the pain. So pain is a good thing to indicate, usually indicate something's wrong. Oh, man. To indicate something is wrong, and sometimes pain can indicate that healing. Because just think, when you break your bone, right? You put a cast on it, you're going to have itchiness. Well, the itchiness usually indicate that the healing process has begun or is almost done. But that bone is going to hurt until it actually heals. So that means that the pain of healing is good. You see what I'm saying? So, I know. I ain't even worrying. Because I know God answers prayer. I know He is a prayer answering God. And I know He answers my prayers. I don't have no doubt about that. As the song says, there is no doubt in my mind. I've decided to make Jesus my choice. Although the going gets rough, wait a minute, and the going gets tough, and the hills are, I gotta go this way for the Spanish, hard to climb. But I started out, it was a long time ago. There is no doubt in my mind. I've decided. Oh, the white cells was too high. To make G. See, the white cells, I think, is a fighting cell. That's my choice. Yeah, sing that again. You know the road gets rough. There we go. Same cop. In front of the same cop. And the going gets tough. He just turned it. He made a U-turn in the middle of Atlantic Avenue, holding up traffic. And he turned on Elton, Linwood. And I'm on Linwood and Liberty. And he's just not turning. And he turned on Liberty, so what was the purpose? Anyway. No, the road gets rough. And the going gets tough. And the hills are hard to climb. But I started out, it was time ago. This look like they working in front of the restaurant. There is no doubt in my mind. I've decided to make Jesus my choice. Yeah, that's the restaurant. I need one. What the case? Okay, so they got another Spanish restaurant going down. I think man sick one. So, you know what? I ain't worried about it because I ain't got no doubts in my mind. He had healed my body when I was sick. And I mean when I was sick. No joke. I was sick. And he came in my room and I was so sick I couldn't get on my knees and pray. I had to pray. I prayed now. But I had to pray in mind, I had to pray in spirit, and I had to pray in soul. And he heard me. So it's sort of like a Hezekiah type of thing. If I got the right person, where Hezekiah's life, he lived before God correctly and blamelessly in God's sight. Not in man's sight, but in God's sight. So therefore, when he encountered a situation, and I don't remember what the situation is right now, so I ain't going to paraphrase it, and I'm not going to say nothing about it. But for those who know that story, know what I'm talking about. He turned his face to the wall, and he prayed. And God put, here we go. Thank you, Holy Ghost. He was going to die. Why he was going to die, I don't know. So I'll look that story up to find out. But right now, I don't know. But he was going to die. And he prayed to God. And God put, if I'm correct, put 15 more years on his life. Let me go down the band quickly, because I still got time. So then, I'm trying to my fullest to live the best Christian life, because everything I do, I try my best to put my best in it. As people say, the best foot forward, I try to put my best foot, my arm, my lips, my tongue. Now I can put my teeth, my eyes. I try to put everything. Every time I got to do something for the Lord, whatever it is I got to use, whatever instrument of my body that I got to use to represent God at that time, I put it forward to the fullest, you know, with no doubt in my mind. So if I got to sing, I'm going to sing to the best of my ability. Even though I ain't had no teeth and people was looking all crazy, I still did my singing. You know? But now, I don't have to be ashamed. I can sing, and if people is still having issues with me, then it ain't my teeth now. Which I knew it wasn't I felt it was my teeth. But in some situations, I realized that it wasn't my teeth that people had issues. People had issues with me. And my thing is, I can give a little breakdown about myself. I don't affiliate with everybody. I'm not a person to put myself in things. I'm not a person to invite myself to places. You know, I was raised up. Don't say nothing. Don't respond to nothing. Don't open your mouth and say nothing unless you're spoken to. Right? Unless somebody asks you a question, you answer it. And I had a tendency of answering questions that wasn't asked to me. I had a tendency to put my mouth in situations that did not concern me. And when I say my mouth in situation, I'm not talking about, about a person. I'm talking about the situation. So I will always put my help in it, because my gift is help. So having the gift of help, anything or anybody that needs help having that gift, you're going to step in. You're going to be always trying to demonstrate your gift. And see, some people do it for show, but I wasn't doing it for show. I was demonstrating my gift because that's what I felt. I wanted to help the person. I wanted to try to make the situation better. But it was a problem, you know. It would always cause problems with, you know, particular people. So the Lord had to teach me to don't help. Sit down. If they come and ask you, and if I tell you to help them, you help them. And if I don't, and half the time I don't be lying. Because sometimes they would ask me things and I don't know. But I will always say, I don't know, but I think such a... No, he taught me, you don't know, leave it at that. Because you don't know. Now you're trying to put your own solution to it and you don't know it. And then when it don't come out right, then people will be like, well, she don't know what she's talking about. So I've learned to say, I don't know. And if situations happen wherein I do know about the situation, the Lord works it out where I don't have to lie. He'll have me answer it. Well, how do you print out? Well, you put the paper in there, you go click on the printing, and you go on and print. Now, if you want to go, if they decide that they want to click on the copy machine instead of the print, and it don't print, they can't blame you. They can't blame me for it not printing. That's their negligence. That's their decision that they decided to go the way that they wanted to go. So my gift is to help, and my gift is to teach. I ain't to preach. That ain't my calling. I don't believe it is. Right now, I don't feel it to be my calling. So, in that case, I'll just teach. Teach where I can teach at. Teach who is willing to learn. And whoever ain't willing to learn, then the Lord don't let me teach them. So, back on the ranch, hey, Van Sicklen is kind of up there. I'm already hitting Jerome. Well, that's because I was all the way down there to, by Shepherd. Okay. So now, I'm not here for no issues and no problems. I never was one for drama. I always stuck to myself. If my grandmother was alive, she would tell you. My granddaughter never be in no issues. Nobody never had to knock on my grandmother's door and say, oh, Sharon is in this, Sharon is in that. Nope. People would come and say they were bothering Sharon because Sharon, we mind her business. I used to go to school, right? My grandmother sent me to school with my nice dresses on, and my dresses wasn't all the way down. Wasn't all the way down to my ankle. Hello. I was a child and she dressed me like a child. Okay? So in that case, with that being said, she sent me to school this particular day, and I had long hair, right? Thank God my family members had hair, right? So I always had long hair. My grandmother always took care of my hair, right? So she sent me to school. My hair was done, nicely done, because I had that wavy hair. If anybody remember Tandra's hair, my kids, well, especially Tandra. Tandra kind of took that trait, right? She had that thick hair, but it was that kind that you wet and it curled right up, right? So my grandmother used to always have to braid my hair because my hair would be so thick, right? So she sent me to school, and there was these two, I'm not going in on culture or nothing like that, right? Or different nationalities. But in Williamsburg, that's the Spanish area. So there was these two girls that was in my class, that was in my class, and they used to always pick on me. And the reason why they would pick on me was because I was quiet and I was different. I looked different, you know? And it's like I said, my dresses wasn't down to my ankles. And you can be a church going girl, going to school, but you're not representing the church. You're all loud, you're all rowdy, making mockery, you making problems in the classroom, all that stuff. And that wasn't me. I loved the school, so I went to school. I went to school to learn, you know? So these girls, I don't know, I think we were standing on line. We had to go outside. And there was times we would come out the classroom and stand on line, right? And they used to pull my hair. Oh, it was ridiculous. So this particular day, they went and they put gum on my seat, right? I went and sat down. I wasn't thinking that. Then they went and one of the girls came and was touching the top of my head, said, "Oh, your hair looks so nice." So me and my crazy self, because see, I don't be thinking bad of people. I'm thinking that they really like my hair. Why them devils went and put gum in my hair? They put their hand up to my head, and I don't know what happened. I think they went to move their hand and my hair pulled. And I was like, oh, okay. I'm thinking it's the ring, and I put my hand up there and it's gum. Oh, I was too through. I went to get up and the chair came on with me. Oh, I was too through. I was like, oh my goodness. And all I could think about is that, well, my grandmother, oh, here goes the answer. Wow. My grandmother's gonna have a time getting this gum out of my hair. She's gonna have to cut my hair. How's she gonna get this gum out of my clothes? So I went, it was like after lunch, so it wasn't too long I had to deal with. Because, after lunch, you got 3 hours. Get out of school 3 o'clock. So I went home crying and stuff. Right? Now, here's the thing. I'm going to come back to that story in a second. They did that to me, right? But when the days went on, I wasn't being bothered with them. When they come by my table, I said, get out of here. Leave me alone. Teacher. And they'll be like, Maribel, I forgot the other, Velasquez. One was Maribel and one was named Velasquez. Y'all leave her alone. Because I was a Wilson, I wasn't married. Y'all leave Miss Wilson alone. So, okay, now going back to the story. I went home. I was crying. The purpose of me saying that is that, yeah, you could do whatever you want to do to me. But after a while, I ain't going to be bothered with you. And don't be getting mad because I don't want to be bothered with you when you done did all that foolishness. And so I'm supposed to sit there and let you continue to mess up my hair, mess up my clothes? Get out of here with that. So anyway. So now back to the story. Rewinding back to the story and moving forward. I went home crying and stuff, and my grandma was like, what's going on with you? Because I'm telling you, mommy always had to be telling me, don't worry, it's going to be all right. Don't worry about it, Sharon. God is going to fix it. Don't worry, and we'll get in prayer, and she'll get the praying and all that stuff. So that's why I'm able to pass that down to my kids when they would go through trouble in school. But my grandmother had to cut, it was right here, top of my head. My grandmother had to cut out that pieces and strands of hair, glob of gum out of my head. And I think the clothes just got thrown away. Okay, I'm done with the rest of them. I'll be back. I hit you when I come out.